today is a very important and key day for the whole crypto community in general, because there's so many things that are going on. We'll talk about Sam Bankman being released potentially for a 250 mil bail. We have SBF and Co-appeal the control over the Robinhood shares. We will talk about bankrupt miners, some fear among investors on the macro, some news around Shiba Inu. So just stick around, hit the like button, let's start. So when it comes to Shiba Inu in the last few days, the main thing that we thought that can change or influence the price in the upwards direction was actually the countdown. The count was nothing more than we expected, right? It did not exceed expectations, and that's why we did not manage to move upwards. Actually, everything that has been going on in the last week has been very technical. We just broke up below the channel. We just dumped we dumped a lot, and now we're just waiting to see where price will go next. So this is where we are at right now, and the question is, what do we need to move up, or will we just continue to go down? Well, the thing is, when we drew the trend line last time, we did not crash that much, right? We will adjust it a little bit, and it seems right now that we do not have any support. The main support on the trend line was here. We broke below it, so it seems, and this is how big money moves, we can go and test the highs right around here. And this is where a lot of whales will take their entries, right here. This is the zone where whales will take entries. This is the fair value gap. You can also argue that these spikes were liquidity grabs, and we'll be targeting the lows here. Maybe we can target this low. If I'm too short right here, and I might just be short, how to target lows right here. If you want to short, there's a bunch of ways to do that, by the way, and earn bonuses. There's a huge amount of rewards on Bybit. I'll have a link for that in the description down below. BITGET 4 grand from me, and you can also follow other people, successful traders with 100% ROI, 90% win rate actually over the last 3 weeks, well, which is pretty insane. Let's refresh that. All of that will be available in the description down below. So as you can see right now, the way I would trade it is claim some bonuses from the exchanges. By the way, you'll also be supporting the channel. I don't sell signals or anything, so you'll be helping me out when you do that. Let's change it to a line, just like so. If we break below this line, we're definitely going down. Plus, you can argue this is a bull pattern because we also have lower highs. We're definitely trying to move downwards. The EMAs are down. It's definitely going downwards. It seems it's very likely. Let's say it's very likely to move downwards from here. So this is the first thing we expect for the next few days. On the macro side though, we have news from Sam. First, Sam Bankman Fried to be released on 200 mil bail. We didn't know what was going to happen. We had to wait for the weekend, and he has officially been released following a hearing taking place today. The FTX founder was extradited to the United States this week. Who paid the bail, by the way? He will surrender his passport. He has already been surrendered. Home detention with local monitoring to be installed today. He must live in his parents' home in Palo Alto. Wow, that's where all the businesses start. No new business without pre-approved pre-trial services. Bankman Fried officially released on bail. Who paid the bail? This is one of the questions. So he still has money. Is it other people's money? Is it a company that bailed him? I want to know who paid the bail. In other news, they co-appealed for control over 56 million Robinhood shares. This was a big question to creditors. Maybe if they don't have the control, those could get sold off and given to creditors. Parties associated with FTX have been making new filings almost every day. Oh, by the way, I want to say this video is not financial advice because I mentioned some of my trades. I can be wrong. I'm wrong a lot, but my ROI, my risk to reward is high. Parties associated with FTX have been making new filings almost every day. By the latest one made on Thursday, FTX asked a US bankruptcy judge to stop crypto lender BlockFi from getting its hands on Robinhood shares. FTX lawyers revealed in the court papers that BlockFi and an individual FTX creditor filed for separate court proceedings in New Jersey and Antigua, laying claim to the 56 million shares worth 450 mil. Something I wanted to do was in terms of my shorts, I want to show you how I'll place it while reading. So I'll show you how I actually trade. Right here, maybe I can do a tweet about it as well, but the way it will be structured, it's pretty much like so. So we have Shiba Inu. We do have the definite downtrend. And any time you pretty much draw a trend line, if you have all these things right, this would be the first one, this would be the second one. Maybe you would argue that this would be a trend line as well. If we break, you short, take stop loss here, take profit at the high. If we draw a line right here, we'll see we can't really short here. The EMA start going down right here. So the way you would trade here is something like this, right? So if you short like this, stop loss would be very close. The issue is that I would be targeting this, which I would miss with this short. So I'm trying to develop a thesis on how the short will play out or how I want to work with this short. But I'll need more time to develop it, I guess. Maybe in the next video, or you can follow me on Twitter. I think the price is not developed yet to have a short. What is the ADX for Shiba Inu right now? Okay, let's see. Can remove this. And yeah, we're definitely not trending right now, so it's very dangerous to take a position. And pretty much the only times to take a position were here, right? You could long, short, whatever you wanted to do. You could have taken some shorts here, some longs here. And yeah, you could have taken this trade. But right here, you shouldn't be trading anything according to the ADX indicator. So there's no direction. Above 20 is good. So we'll have some issues with Robinhood. Bankrupt Bitcoin miner gains access to 37.4 million loan. How does that work? I want to know. After failed financial plan of 72 mil put forth by its largest creditor, how do you mine with the proof of stake and everything? Why would you even commit to this, and how are lenders investing into this? Earlier today, the US bankruptcy court gave Core green signals to access loans from its creditors. This loan worth 37.5 is expected to aid the firm and its ongoing liquidity issues. I think in general, investing in all of that is very bad. Crypto's crackdown is just getting started, says SEC chair Gensler. And we have to watch the XRP case and the Sam Bankman case, and we will very in depth to understand how regulations will play out. Everything will be based on the results from them, pretty much. Benzinga stories. One of the most important one is here. It's more something on the macro, but I do believe you should know about it. Why fear level among US investors is increasing. The CNN Money Fear and Greed Index showed an increase in the fear level among US investors following a decline on the Wall Street. By the way, backtesting the fear index, it's very, very profitable to, from my experience after 2008, obviously, to buy when the fear index is very high. When there's a lot of fear, you buy, and vice versa. Buy a lot of fear on crypto, 8 to 10. And what is the fear index for crypto right now? It is. Right now it is at 27, so it's not very fearful for crypto. You want extreme fear, it's not 8-ish, so we haven't had extreme fear this month, but you want, it's pretty stale in the last few days. So but in general, too much fear is also bad. I would definitely buy without leverage on on high fear. But yeah, you have to be ready to hold long term, because if there's too much fear, liquidations happen, like we've seen with, even if you bought at extreme fear on the FTX tokens, Serum or FTX, or what am I talking about, Luna, right? Classic Luna, you still be down because you want fundamentally good companies or projects with a high fear level. So you have to correlate that with your conviction on different projects. I wanted to check what whales are buying in terms of tokens, so we'll go over whale stats real quick. I'll share the screen. Give me one sec. Here it is, whale stats. So overall, and I want to show you coin, or maybe that's going to be, I'll check. I want to show you the holdings of different exchanges, but maybe that's going to be on the next video. So in the Ethereum chain, you can see there's extreme fear, buyers, sellers. And when you go to, was it holding or activity? Yeah, holding. You can see Shiba is not really, most whales are tethered up, you could say, right? They have stable coins. Top 10 small cap holdings below 100 mil, here they are. So yeah, this is what one of the main holdings in terms of. Some whales are buying Matic. Wow, actually these blue different whales are buying Matic. 6 and 9 days ago. How did this affect the price? Maybe I'll add a little bit. Was it pre-dump? That was going to be stupid. Matic, let's just type in Matic USDT. Price liquidity. 69 days ago, so that will be the 14 for me, probably for you. So whales bought in here, which was extremely stupid. What were they thinking, that this was a breakout right here? I had this line drawn from a long time ago. Yeah, it's definitely not the right time to buy Matic right now. Maybe right now, yes, but 9 days ago, no. The whales are down 20% on that. Yeah, if you want to dollar cost average, why not? But 80 cents seems to be a buyer market. 90 cents, I don't think so. It was a not so hard breakout pattern short that you could have taken. So this is pretty much everything about Shiba Inu. I can have a new video out in a few hours, and I will, because there's a lot of other news that I want to cover. I don't want to make this video too long. Subscribe if you appreciate it. The purpose of this series is very simple. I want to keep you up to date with everything that's going on in the crypto space. Hit the like button and see you in the next one. Bye, boys and girls.